Well, people, I didn't hit a milestone going into year 4. See, I never cared much about my YouTube page. I never really tried to cultivate it or do all the stuff that all them YouTubers do or what have you. But what's so funny about all this is not even realizing it and not really paying attention and not even really trying. I hit 1,000 subscribers on YouTube. It is a milestone because it takes a lot to get a lot of subscribers on YouTube. And also more interaction with comments. No matter how dumb the comments may be, no matter how insightful they may be. See, that I remember seeing a tweet saying, "What makes a successful podcast?" I said it's the community that you build around it, the interaction, the whole nine. That creates the rabid the consumption of extra content, so where you can make money with subscriptions and the Patreons and all that great shit, right? So that means I'm making headway. And like I said before, it's little things that happen that makes me and reminds me of why my black ass retired from porn and why I became a podcaster, why I'm pursuing this it heavily. Not just because I love doing it. God knows I must. God damn near do it every day. Shit, hell, I had a interview today canceled, so today I'm off. Well, I was off. I felt kind of weird. I was like, well, damn it, I need a episode for Thursday, which I recorded one for Thursday. I'm glad I didn't drop it because I felt I was rambling on the episode, so I deleted it. But back to my point, sometimes, yeah, I do smoke too much. But no, I'm just joking. But no, but the point I'm trying to make is that it's about growth. It's things that the world shows you, that life shows you, that you're kind of on the right path. If you had told me when I started that I got nominated for AVN for podcasting, I would have been like bullshit. If you had told me that I would have been interviewing some of the top people in the industry and even find people that's in North Carolina that do what I do after I'm retired, I told you to go fuck yourself. Bullshit. So, thousand, and understand my YouTube page was not at first for the podcast. It was actually for my music. But now it became the podcast. So, it's Thursday, so it's time to smoke it over, people. Let's go. Welcome to the Smokers Lounge. You know who I am. Your wonderful host, Kavanaugh the Southern Champ, a.k.a. the porn rap star, a.k.a. Mr. 1K. You can find all my links with one link, allmylinks.com/porn rap star. Sponsors, y'all know who they are. RodSizzleMagazine.com, BlushErotica.com, the Kinky Candle Company, and the Queen of Law, Mitchell Ferrari. You can find me on FullSwapRadio.com in the mornings, 5 days out the week. Also on SGPRadio.com, where even sometimes you might hear me discuss some wrestling with my man Gerald. And SkyhawkAfterDarkTV.com. So yes, people, this is Thursday. And I even did video for that episode that I deleted. Cause it's like this to me. I prefer doing audio when it's just me. Because I can get my thoughts. I'm not distracted looking at myself. Versus when I do an interview with somebody or I have a special guest, I got someone to bounce off of. It's kind of like doing a solo in porn. It's kind of boring for a dude. It's a lot of jerking and trying to, and keeping yourself focused to where you don't come too fast, you stay hard, and you give them a show. Yes, I even do my little dick dance, slapping against my belly. But the point being is that when it comes to the solo episodes, I don't necessarily know what I want to talk about, how I want to begin it, or what have you. I just begin talking sometimes. I hope I'm entertaining you people. I hope y'all enjoying my conversations, and I hope I'm saying some things that's insightful that could help you in life and make you laugh. And even some shit you be like, if even you don't agree with it, please put it in the comment. Yeah, if you're on YouTube, like and subscribe. There you go. I had to forgot to say all that. So, but even more so, my week has been crazy. Dealing with air conditioning leak. You know, I didn't realize how many comforters I had in this house thanks to that air conditioning leak. And being in a place and being in an apartment, a townhome, if people know if you have the AC off, it gets hot up in here fast. So there you go. I've been dealing with that. My 9 to 5, my normal stuff. And, recording. Like I said, I record a lot. Got a lot of great interviews coming your way. I got Bonus Smoke Friday episode stretching all the way to March of next year. And Premium Smoke Room episodes is coming to hit you. Like, October about to be lit for you people. I got 2 special smokes with 2 wonderful ladies that do cosplay. Liaris as well as Spider Gemo. These 2 ladies are ebony, sexy, melanated. Mm. Both of them are great cosplayers. And they do a little something, little freaky freaky something. I got interviews coming. I got great episodes on the Tuesdays, my regular smokers lines where I bring a special guest back or what have you. And some Savage Smoke stuff, A lot of things, a lot of conversations from dating to filming and all that good stuff. So the one thing that I think, and when I sit back and I look at the spectrum of porn through the years and where we at now and where is it heading? And to me, am I going to say that it's going to be shitty? No. It's the money of how the way to make money in adult film is going to change in some ways. Um, Not just because of laws, because of sites, but because of the type content and popularity of the type content in the trends. Because porn works in trends. Because now that we done hit the threshold of, well, what can you really do that is viral worthy or what have you, now porn is starting to scale back a little bit. What becomes new, what becomes old becomes new, retro. Even from the ladies, the way they promote their stuff now, they push. And I tell people this, let me make this clear. The ladies that actually take this shit serious, the guys that take this shit seriously, the guys that they do the role play scenes, they do the professional looking shoots, they actually make the money in this industry. Don't think that the OnlyFans girls that just do the OnlyFans make a sustainable living. No. And see, and I think that's where the disconnect comes a lot, is because no one thinks of this as a sustainable way to pay your bills, to live. I sit here and hear people talk about how they want to be a boss, how they want to own their own shit, how they want to do all that. You know what I'm saying? Adult film is one of the ways of doing so. But the thing that when people listen to to my podcast must understand, and trust me, I've been checking out other people's podcasts that have porn stars on. They mention business, but they don't get in depth with it. Because I guess people would rather hear her talk about how many dicks she sucks and how many dicks she's had in her ass than how she made her money. And when they do talk about it, it get glossed over. And if you really listen to some of these ladies, they're actually smart. They understand the business and how it works. But see, because it's not a business that you would necessarily go into, you don't agree with what they do, and you automatically dismiss them as just dumbass hoes or desperate hoes or sluts. And I keep telling people, you can't be dumb to do this business because there's numbers behind it. Because see, even with the girls, I think what Real Fluffy, because I've been seeing her name popping up. The Throat Goat, because I guess these girls did these videos about a year ago or a couple months or recently. It's it's very few podcasts that really talk about what we do. It's more the spectacle of it. Whether even when you talk about porn back in the day versus now, this they don't really get in depth. See, I try to give y'all the inside look of it, not just on the money side, but also behind no, in front of the fucking camera. Because everyone talks about real porn. Oh, we want real porn, and this is real porn, and this. No, porn is always going to be a fantasy because if you're watching it, it's a fantasy. If you're not participating, it's a fantasy. Even as a cup, he is living out a fantasy, but it's still a fantasy because it's real life. He's living out his fantasy. Your fantasy is not to be in front of that camera. Your fantasy is to fuck shorty. See, and see the thing about it is, from conversations to females fucking fans, and it it's an art to that. So y'all hear they fuck fans, but you don't take into account that the fans have to actually go through steps to even get the pussy and pay. Some girls let them get the content. Some girls don't. They tricks. It's a lick. So you got to think it is it is real acting, but okay, it's like this. Porn is like professional wrestling, which I'm going to talk about the man doc in a second. It's like professional wrestling. Professional wrestling, motherfuckers can die from the moves. They can get hurt. Porn, but it can get hurt. It's not a real sport, as in the ending is determined. Now, how's that like in the porn? It's real sex. Yeah, we're fucking. He's really busting her neck. She's having an orgasm. She's really squirting. She's really enjoying the dick. But You ain't gonna do all them goddamn positions, and you ain't gonna go through picking her up and walking around doing the frog with her ass. You're not gonna sit here and try to fuck her on top of a refrigerator. You're not gonna sit here and try to have on the table doggy style you eat the pussy. No. The most y'all gonna do in y'all regular life is fuck them missionary and doggy style and you bust your nut and you roll over. She's not gonna ride you reverse cowgirl and cowgirl and damn it do a helicopter. So whether you like it or not, you live it vicariously through us. And that's where the money comes from. See, the thing I wanted to get people to understand, you're not selling sex. You're selling the thought of sex. You're selling the imagery of sex. You're selling the visual of sex. That's why it's so much bullshit garbage when it comes to some of the content creators. Not all of them. And see, because when I notice when people talk about money, it's always that short-term discussion. It's never, like I said before, I respect the podcast that go get the legends. I respect the podcast that gets the girls that also have other businesses along with the porn. What I don't respect is podcasts and YouTubers who go get the girls and they want to degrade them and make them feel like shit for doing it. I don't like the YouTubers who sit here and and sit here and make these girls look like they're stupid. See, the thing about it is crazy as fuck because people don't realize how much porn does influence the world, how much it does influence culture. Half y'all girls wearing porn type outfits, saying, "Hey, y'all doing porn shit. Y'all flashing stuff. Everybody wants to be a porn star. Y'all heard me done say it about 50 million times. I'm gonna say it 50 million times more. That's why the video vixens came around. That's why girls want the BBLs and the tits and yeah. We want to be a porn star in our mind, but they don't want to be a porn star. You get what I'm saying? The influence. So enough about that because I gave you your quote about porn conversation. Um, the Mr. McMahon doc. I saw all the episodes. You know I'm a wrestling fan. You know I had to mention this and discuss this. I know all the stories. Some I got reminded of. For example, I forgot that Hogan was with the WWF before he went to AWA. Then came back. I forgot about the referee on actual Geraldo and Donahue. And what's crazy is you had people that actually came on those shows, right? That talked about McMahon and the allegations the shit that he did, and nothing was done. Nothing was done. No, it McMahon was lucky that all that shit first happened back then. Because if it happened now, he'll be in Puff Daddy's spot. Because dude, I was like, well, damn, Puff Daddy's the hip hop version of Vince McMahon almost. It felt to the fact of how he wanted to. How can I put this? How he wanted to be the character. How he wanted to be someone the face of WWE. See, if you never watched professional wrestling and you watch this, it gives you an insight of a guy who, one, never really had a great relationship with his father, and two, he was a brilliant businessman, but he had no off switch to where he was Vincent Kennedy McMahon. Same thing with Puff Daddy. See, if you ain't got an off switch, this what happens. You do crazy shit. You, you, you push yourself on women and they don't want it. Your ego gets hurt. You do some bullshit. They think they are the person that they're portraying. He had a lot of his wrestling angles which involved him was actually damn near real life. So it made me wonder to kiss my ass. Well, did he have some of them niggas eat his ass? I'm just saying. And two, I also love the Talking Heads, man. It was like seeing Stone Cold, hearing the story about Stone Cold. For me, it was like a nostalgia because all this shit I remember seeing. It's crazy as fuck. I remember Bob Backlund. I remember Hulk Hogan when he was a bad guy. I remember when he slammed Andre. It was on the MSN network. Madison Square, Madison Square Garden Network. Yeah. I remember seeing Jimmy Snooker jump off the cage. Dusty Rhodes, all that. And see, also it's the age old story of the old man don't want to let go of the reins. I heard this story with with the Ford company, Henry Ford. He didn't want to give up the reins. His son was trying to tell him we need to push it forward, like Triple H. We need to push it forward, Dad. We need to make this Mustang. Fuck that T Ford. What the fuck? Ain't nobody gonna buy that shit no more. Ain't nobody drive that shit no more. When he saw it, and then guess what? He eventually gave in. He had no choice. Same situation here. It is crazy that everyone thought that Shane McMahon was going to be the one that going to be the heir apparent, but it ended up he sold the company. And the question that I asked, did he sell the company for more money or he sell the company because he didn't want his kids to have it? Run it, yes, but not have it. To where even, because he still got ownership in it, even though he stepped down. He still got ownership. He's still making money from it. Man, it was a good doc. I ain't even gonna front, you know. Plus, I also had the pleasure of seeing. I finally finished Chaos on Netflix. That was cool. It had Jeff Goldblum in it. Um, Basically, it's centered around the Greek gods and Zeus, who is losing his fucking noodle because he's worried about a prophecy, and that basically you got to see it. It's real good and stuff. Damn it, I don't feel like going through trying to break down exactly what it was about, but it's based around the Greek gods, and it's very interesting, and it's very deep. I'm not even going to front. I suggest anyone to check that out. So now you're gonna hear it for you premium smokers. Y'all gonna hear me discuss it with my girl Big Jordan tomorrow night. But of course, I had to discuss Cardi and Offset. And it's funny because I have listened to so many angles of it, conversations, thoughts, so forth. And like I said, I always try to find an angle that not been came at with it. But at the same token, that I may not even say it in another show. So, but I think the problem is with a lot of men is that they do not understand, nor are they willing to accept that they're not a one man, a one woman man. And the reason why I say that is because everyone, I heard what Joe Button was saying, and what a lot of females saying, and the consensus that he's an asshole. But should he have even been in a relationship to begin with? Take Cardi out of the equation because the reason why I say that because Cardi fell for him, fell in love with him, whatever, right? But in his heart of hearts, he knew that he was not going to be faithful. I don't think it was that long after the marriage or before the marriage that it was already heard about him being cheated. And I know everyone was sitting here saying, well, he does it or he picks the type girls that he picks the type girls, those type girls, those dusty bitches, because he's intimidated because Cardi is the alpha in the house because she's the most popular, she makes the most money, and da-da-da. You act like Offset is broke. That ain't it. No. I truly believe that the dude is not that he feels intimidated that Cardi gets more money than him. I don't. When you're worth millions, you're not worried that wifey is worth close to $1 billion. And okay, so
This is the sound of your ride home with Dad after he caught you vaping. Awkward, isn't it? Most vapes contain seriously addictive levels of nicotine and disappointment. Know the real cost of vapes. Brought to you by the FDA.
This is Kristen Bell.
And Adam Brody.
And we're dating.
In our new show, Nobody Wants This.
Right. We're not really dating.
No, in real life, we're married.
Right. Married to other people, not each other.
Oh, this is complicated.
Right. It's just like our love lives in Nobody Wants This, a show about what happens when a bold and sometimes provocative podcast host finds her unlikely match in a sweet traditional rabbi.
You can watch every episode of Nobody Wants This now, only on Netflix.
ABC Thursdays.
Welcome back.
Grey's Anatomy is all new.
Why didn't you tell me you were pregnant?
The drama going down
Bungee jumping from a bridge, his cord snapped.
We need all hands on deck.
is unbelievable.
You think you're God's gift to this hospital?
You're just another doctor. My relationship with Catherine is complicated.
I'm gonna sue you.
Your lawyers know where to find me.
You're unbelievable.
Grey's Anatomy. All new Thursdays, 10/9 Central on ABC and stream on Hulu.
What it comes down to is some men are just not meant to be in a physically monogamous relationship. They just are not mature enough mentally and emotionally to actually accept that and run and walk in that path. They believe that they got to have wifey at home and the party girl. And wifey don't know. Because understand this, all through this, low key, he didn't want to get caught. I don't think any man that cheats wants to get caught. Did he cheat dumbly? Yeah, probably so. Because there ain't but so much of a circle outside the circle he can go. Actually, if I was him, I already got money. Go ahead and pay for the pussy, nigga. The fuck? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and get one of them girls, nigga. Yeah, you pay them to go away. And I'm not in any way condoning cheating, no. But there's some dudes who are built for a traditional. Meaning they at some they sow their oats, but at some point they stop. They just want to be in traditional, just me and you. But see, what women don't want to hear is there's not a lot of them. I don't give a fuck what race. I don't give a fuck what creed. I don't give a fuck rich or poor. Most men in their heart, minds, and soul would not mind being in a swinging or a poly relationship or non-traditional. They just have to have the relationship maturity of understanding you're going to fuck somebody else. And trust me, there's some dudes in their 60s that ain't got it. Also, the way the world is moving, women are becoming more sexually free. Trust me on this. They're becoming more sexually free. Cardi's more sexually free than Donna Summers. Pamela Grier. And Pamela Grier was sexually free. You gotta understand that because the generations has passed, these females becoming more knowing in early in age about their sexuality or allowed to know. And I know what some of you in conservatives gonna say, encouraged. Well, shit, these motherfuckers know how to use a cell phone at 2. I don't know. They know how to use an iPad at 1. I don't know. You got kids that can goddamn make a phone call with a cell phone at 3. Stop playing. See? Because see, the thing about it is, because of that, the more sexual women become, the more open-minded and freer with their sexuality and sex and all that good shit. Yeah, it's about to be off the chain. Because people don't take into account this. When you get older, your sexual taste change. And it's okay because you're still discovering yourself. Because you change with each decade. Why do you think when you go to a swinger club, there be some old motherfuckers, some old from 35 on up? Because. But see, the problem is, to bring it back to Offset, see, Offset, when he gets older, now, and he's in that type relationship, I'm pretty sure that's what he probably looking for. He's going to probably apologize to Cardi. You want to know why? Because you're going to be like, I did not know. Carter might be a freak, but Carter may not be into the lifestyle. She might eat pussy every now and then, and she might not. She might be that traditional chick. No, nigga, you ain't fucking shit but me. And no, we ain't bringing no bitch to no. And if that the case, and he want to be in a swinger, this what happens. It's cheating because your mate does not know. But why don't she know? Are you that afraid to have the hard conversation about what makes you happy? You don't even know unless you have the hard conversation. But see, like I said before, the problem with us men, we don't want to look on the other side. We don't want the balance. What we want is, we can get all the pussy all day, but she can't get no dick. And in some cases, can't get no pussy or dick. And see, I'm going to be real with you. Believe it or not, a lot of women might not have an issue with it. But here's the kicker. Not every woman bisexual. So what the fuck she gonna get out of doing the threesome and she don't eat pussy? And probably they can give two shits about pussy being ate. She's sitting there looking at your dumb ass beat the brakes off this chick and you wonder what she got an attitude. She never said she get turned on watching you fuck. That's why having hard conversations is very important. So y'all can understand where y'all can take this. But see, first you got to be not afraid of having a hard conversation. And that's the problem with Offset. He didn't want to have the hard conversation with Cardi. Now he want to do what most dumb motherfuckers do. Let me go fuck this other bitch and hope she don't find out. And then what's funny is you a fucking celebrity. And the bitches you trying to fuck, the bitches that you're fucking, I know people say, well, cause I had a conversation. Well, I'm not even gonna go into this conversation with me and Jordan. I'm gonna say this. He was not trying to pay no bitch for no pussy. And because of that, guess what, celebrities? This is what you get. Not every chick is Miss London. Or Tiana Trump. Some bitches keep their mouth fucking closed. Some of these chicks won't say shit because they ain't about to fuck up their bag. And even if you short them, they ain't gonna say shit. They just ain't gonna fuck with you. It's a reason why you know certain girls stay in certain circles because the simple fact though, because these niggas know how these girls work. That's why a lot of athletes don't get outed as much as a rapper do. Because the athletes understand the beauty of putting money in the chick's pocket. But they also make sure to understand that this is what it is. Unlike Zion, who wanted to damn try to make a girlfriend. See, that's why I say it is better to be honest with your mate than to sit here and take your ass out there and go cheat. We're in a different era now. This ain't mom and pops. Some of these girls is down. But like I said, just certain things you got to be cool with. And here's the other part. If you and her are not cool with having anybody outside the bedroom, because I know people like that, then good. I'm happy for you. Yes, it's not for everybody. But don't do that and then you turn right back around and you done tap something. And see, what's funny about the whole shit is, he butthurt. And it's showing. And then when I heard this rapper, YSL, whatever his name is, say what he said, it kind of made sense. So I ain't gonna give y'all too much because I'm saving something for y'all to go listen to Big Jordan and be this Friday. You feel me? And you better subscribe to Bring the Smoke Room to see because she cut up in this one. But what I'm saying is, when it comes down to is that us as men, and I'm speaking to men that is my age on down, you have to at some point come to realization of who you are as a man. Like I said, you have to look at what it takes to date you. What it takes to date you. Because how can I respect a woman? How can I show a woman respect? How can if as a wife, if I didn't pick the wife that fit me. Let me say it again. These women is expecting these young niggas to be faithful, not get other pussy, this, that, and the third. But the problem is it begins that dude didn't look at and was honest at what it's going to take to date me. Part of that might be, I'm going to fuck up the bitches. I'm going to fuck up the chicks. I'm going to get pussy. Even if you're a rapper or an athlete or what have you, or you're a dude that drive buses. Now, I'm almost going to be knocking off something, dude. I remember back in the day, you used to talk about the black book. The black book with dudes had all the girls' numbers because we didn't have cell phones back then, right? I had one. You feel me? Yeah, I don't know. I'm going to give her the black book, even though I got my chick. Because dude didn't look in the mirror and said, if she can't accept, then I'm going to fuck up her chicks. But she has the option and the right to get some dick. Some girls might not take it. Some girls might be like, okay, just as long as you make sure you take care of home, take care of mama. Some girls might be turned on by the fact you went and may not want to fuck a dude ever. There's female cucks. Cuckold ain't just the dude that want to watch his woman get fucked. There's women that would love to watch their husband get fucked or hear about it, and they don't fuck no other dude. They don't fuck no other chick. It's called the grace of discovery. But it begins with the female that I pick, the female that I marry fits me. Vice versa, the female has to look at what it takes to date me. And be okay with, it might take me a long time. It might take me a minute. We let social media pressure us into when we supposed to have kids, when we supposed to get married, when we supposed to do this. This is how the marriage supposed to be. This is how a relationship supposed to be, right? But in your heart to heart, it might not be that. Once again, we believe anything but trust nothing. We don't even trust our own gut. We believe with this other dumb motherfucker over here with the African name and he calls himself a doctor and speaking in cadence. Or this dude over here, it sounds like he know what he's talking about. We don't trust our own gut. See, that's the problem. That's why we'll never get to higher consciousness. Part of higher consciousness is trusting your own gut. Believing in oneself. Because you are God body. Because whether it's you believe in the Anunnaki, you believe in creation, you believe in whatever it is that made humans. You was made in the image of God, because even the people that created you was made in the image of God. See, y'all gotta realize something. No woman wants to come in not respecting a man. It's the things that you do that makes her not want to respect you. My mama said this best, God bless the dead, Mozella Lucas. Once you in, you in. Once you out, you out. And everything that was said, everything that was put out there, they're over. I don't think he getting the pussy anymore. And I'm still trying to figure out why the fuck he asking her, can he jerk off while she's on the phone? Like I said, I don't even want to go deep to what that tells me about him. Pride to bad and bougie. And up to now. Because right there, that's one of those, like my man Cat Williams said, first Sunday. I don't think I would have told anybody that. I find that crazy. So, I mean, that's this era. That's this generation. They gotta put everything on the net. And two, the one thing that I learned, you're not gonna win. I don't care how many red pill motherfuckers might do a YouTube on why Cardi couldn't keep this nigga. Is public sentiment, Cardi wins. Public sentiment, woman wins. She said it best. I love when she said this. And I'll give that away to you. I don't need another nigga. I need one that's better than you, something to that extent. That's the hardest thing a woman can say to a man. And I'm gonna leave it at that because we discussed that in depth in the previous smoke room. Yeah, you not, dude. When a woman done with you, man, they colder than anything a dude can do. Oh, it's way colder. It's way. So, like I said, I found that just totally crazy. Wow. But the thing that people gotta realize is what you think is relationship goals. It's not relationship goals. What you think is a great relationship is not a great relationship. It may be on the surface. It may look so good, like they're happy. They're not. We never know what happens behind the camera. We don't know the type woman Cardi might have been, and the type, because understand this. Anything that he says, he's not gonna get no love for it. And two, the other part of this is when he said about, did she get fucked by somebody that was pregnant, right? Y'all do realize that he wasn't with her, and she has the right to fuck somebody while she's pregnant. I mean, I don't see why y'all think it's gonna hurt the baby. Y'all really don't understand a woman's anatomy. And it actually helps. Sex helps during a pregnancy, actually. I done had plenty of females tell me that. And from experience of fucking a pregnant woman, and 2 or 3 of them actually, or 4 in my lifetime, that's some of the wettest pussy on God's green earth. So for anybody that said had a issue because if she did get some dick while she was pregnant, and it's like, I mean, what? So what? So if she gave head, that would have been better. Well, she's not supposed to use the rose and make herself come. And women do get horny when they get pregnant. You know, I mean, there are swing couples that still swing when they pregnant. I was listening to Joe Budden podcast. I don't know. I can fuck a girl if she's pregnant, and it's fuck a girl, and you know. I mean, if I know the baby daddy, and me and him is friends. If I don't know this nigga or I know of him and we ain't even I just know of him. We never even say hello, smoke the blunt, or share or drink coffee together, or drink the beer together. Well, then nigga, all bets are off. Oh, so if I meet a female that had to be pregnant, that I fall in love with her, I supposed to just say no because she's pregnant. I'm just saying, I'm not understanding where the issue of her getting some dick if she's pregnant. You think she's gonna get pregnant twice? I'm not understanding the. You know, I would it. Some of y'all talking points, I don't get, but I digress. Now the takeoff thing, that's a different. Now, but I think they said that pose had been AI. I don't know, but it. And once again, this Cardi is like. Well, but either way, in the words, thoughts and prayers to them, and any couple that's going through any type of breakup. Like I said, because I dealt with my own breakup situation, so you know, and still an interesting breakup to this day. But the thing about it is, that's why I tell men, and this is what I'm gonna leave fellas with. Fuck all that red pill, Andrew Tate, and all the bullshit that you hear with these red pill niggas. Let me explain something to you. It's knowing yourself sexually. It's knowing yourself as a man that's important. And not being ashamed of it. Because I can give you the old jazz, only God judges me, now ain't that. No. Because the issue is, y'all so worried about what the next nigga think. What do you think of yourself? Now, if you think lower yourself because you want to get pecked in the ass, well, then that's a you problem. I mean, you might need to see some therapy. But if you worried because you worried about your homeboy or your dude, your homeboy or this person is going to look at you sideways. And two, why is it any of their business anyway? Some things I'm just not going to discuss with my friends. Because I don't feel like hearing their mouth, nor their judgment, nor their opinion. See, that's the other part. When do you learn to not share? And then even if they find out about it, so what? It's your fucking life. We came out the pussy alone. And even if you were a twin or septuplets, you came out one at a time. And guess what? If you go in that box, you're going alone. Just hopefully no time soon, God bless. The point being is, why the fuck you give a shit about what somebody else thinks? That's why I love the fact that I'm in my damn 50s. About to hit my 50s. You wanna know why? I ain't give two shits about what any of you motherfuckers think about me sexually, mentally, emotionally, where have you. I said what I said. Because there's nothing that you can say to me that ain't been said before. And I'm living my life for me. At the end of the day, whether you marry a chick because it's a good look, or you buy this car because it's a hot car. We do shit for the next motherfucker, but you don't do shit for you. But you sit here and say, I do it for me. But no, let me tell you why I say that's bullshit. Because as soon as you do it, you bring around your homies. You show it off. You do it Twitter. You go on Twitter with it. We love stunting. We love peacocking. That's the old school way of saying it. But when you peacocking, you're not peacocking for you. You peacocking for them. And that's where the issue comes. So, I done held y'all up here long enough. Thank you to all my smokers for 1K on YouTube. Also, I want to say thank you to all my newest subscribers to the Premium Smoke Room on Loyal Fans. Y'all know what it is. 5 premium podcasts for you to enjoy. Special event episodes that will be dropping. One in particular is Someone from the Family will be back. I'm talking about the Blasian Goddess this Sunday. Coming to the VIP smoke room. She's going to catch us up. We're going to talk, chop it up and everything. Plus also Big Jordan. Her stuff is, Dirty Talk with Jordan this Friday. We're going to discuss her trip to the DR, to the Dominican Republic. That's going to be interesting. So you need to subscribe to see it on video. The audio is on Spotify, but it got ads. So there you go. And you know what happens in the Premium Smoke Room. It gets more unpredictable. It gets more crazy. It gets more wild. It gets more candid. Conversation gets more saucier. Tits come out. Dildos might pop out, but you don't know unless you subscribe. And like I said, go over to the XXX store where you can see my work as I give the work as these females get this work from the big dick from the sticks. That's why they call me Big Country. You can go over there and check it out. And on Spotify, if you listen on Spotify, you can subscribe on Spotify to check out my Savage Smoke sessions where I chop it up with the industry's top male talents and producers as we discuss the industries through a male perspective, plus over 400 episodes of limited podcast series that I did in the past, as well as Premium Smoke podcast episodes that I did that are not on Loyal Fans. So, well, I hope I left you something. I hope I entertained you. Please check it out. Hope you enjoy your Thursdays. So, you know how we end these things all day, every day. Life is a learning experience. What's the point of the experience if you haven't learned anything? Smoke this over.